They didn't think you would find out. But you did. Can you feel it now? That quiet shift in the air, the subtle pull on your soul? It's almost like the universe has been whispering truths behind your back, and suddenly, those whispers have turned into echoes too loud to ignore. Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked back at a moment in your life and realized someone had been keeping something from you, intentionally, quietly, maybe even maliciously, and you weren't supposed to know? But somehow, something in you just knew, as if your spirit caught the scent of a hidden truth long before your mind could explain it. What if I told you that the truth you uncovered wasn't a mistake, that it was meant to find you, and now that it has, everything is going to change? Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal may very well shift your entire perception of what's been going on behind the scenes. This isn't just about betrayal. It's about awakening, about spiritual nudges, and about your divine ability to see through illusions that others hoped would blind you. You see, many people live under the assumption that secrets stay buried, that manipulation goes unnoticed, and that the truth can be twisted indefinitely without consequence. They underestimate intuition. They underestimate the power of divine timing. And most of all, they underestimated you. Maybe you've been feeling a strange mix of emotions lately, a blend of heaviness and clarity, confusion, followed by sudden moments of deep inner knowing. Perhaps you've been having vivid dreams or noticing signs, repeating numbers, specific songs playing out of nowhere, or symbols that seem to follow you like quiet shadows. It's not in your head. It's not coincidence. It's confirmation. There's a reason you're drawn to this message right now. A reason your soul nudged you to press play, to keep watching, to listen closely. Because what's coming is more than revelation. It's elevation. You were not meant to stay in the dark. You were meant to rise through it. And now that you've found out the truth, or are standing on the edge of it, your story is about to change. The curtain has been pulled back. The energy has shifted. And the people who thought you'd stay blind, they're starting to feel the tremors of your awakening. So take a deep breath. Because in this video, we're going to uncover the signs that led you here, the forces that kept you unaware for so long, and the divine plan that's been silently unfolding, just for you. By the end of this journey, you'll not only understand why this truth came to light now, but also what it means for your future. You're not alone. You're not crazy. And you're not broken. You're becoming aware, and that's a powerful thing. Let's take a step back now. To truly understand the gravity of what you've uncovered, and why certain people or forces never expected you to find out, we need to look at the bigger picture. This isn't just about you and a single moment of realization. This is about a pattern, an age-old cycle that's been repeating itself across generations, cultures, and lifetimes. Since the beginning of human history, there have always been those who operate in silence. Those who wear masks not for celebration, but for concealment. Whether in palaces, parliaments, or personal relationships, there are always individuals who benefit when others stay unaware. And the moment someone begins to see clearly, that balance of power shifts. Think about ancient times. The Egyptians believed in hidden knowledge, the idea that only certain truths were reserved for the initiated, the chosen few. They hid sacred wisdom inside pyramids, behind hieroglyphs, and within rituals that only a select group could access. In many ways, the modern world isn't much different. Secrets are still guarded. Information is still withheld. But the veil is thinner now. Across indigenous cultures, from the shamans of the Andes to the dreamwalkers of the Aboriginal tribes, there's a common belief. Truth doesn't hide forever. It reveals itself to those whose spirits are ready. The medicine men and women would often speak of second sight, that spiritual moment when a person begins to see through illusion and pierce the truth behind words, energy, and intentions. And now, that second sight has opened within you. Maybe it started subtly. A gut feeling that someone wasn't being genuine. A moment where a conversation didn't sit right. A dream that felt more like a message than a figment of your imagination. These are not accidents. These are spiritual breadcrumbs leading you to what was hidden. In today's fast-paced world, we're often taught to ignore our intuition, to second-guess ourselves, to silence that inner voice and trade it for logic or convenience. But those who've wronged you, those who kept truths from you, counted on that. They banked on you doubting your inner knowing. But your soul had other plans. Just last month, someone wrote to me about how they kept seeing the phrase, "The truth always comes out," everywhere, from random social media posts to stickers on the back of cars. At first, they shrugged it off. But soon after, they stumbled upon a message thread that revealed a secret someone close to them had been hiding for years. It was devastating and freeing. This isn't an isolated case. These moments are happening more and more. People are waking up, eyes wide open, no longer willing to be manipulated, fooled, or lied to. Why now? Because we are in a period of global awakening. In astrology, this is often referred to as the Age of Aquarius, a time when hidden knowledge resurfaces, when truth can no longer be suppressed, and when collective consciousness begins to rise. Spiritual teachers have long said that when the collective frequency begins to ascend, lies crumble faster, masks fall, and light shines on even the darkest corners. So no, it's not strange that you found out what you did. In fact, it was inevitable. Your spirit has been preparing for this. Maybe that's why you've been more introspective lately. Maybe that's why you felt drawn to spiritual messages, divine signs, or unexplained clarity. These aren't mere interests, they're awakenings. And yes, the people involved in your specific situation probably thought you'd never see through them. Maybe they smiled to your face while concealing the truth. Maybe they operated behind closed doors, confident that their version of the story would go unchallenged. But what they didn't realize is that light always finds a way. The truth is alive. It breathes. It pulses. And it wants to be known. That's why it found you. So, as we go deeper into this journey, I want you to remember, your discovery wasn't an accident. It was a spiritual appointment. A cosmic green light signaling that you are now ready to handle, process, and rise above the deception. You didn't just stumble into this knowledge. You were chosen to see it. Because you are strong enough to handle what others tried to hide. Did you know? How were you able to discern what others tried so hard to hide from you? Was it merely a matter of chance, or were there signs along the way guiding you toward this revelation? The truth is, signs and symbols are all around us, often subtle, sometimes loud, and they have the power to reveal hidden truths. To understand what's happening in your life, we need to look at these signs and analyze them. Let's start with numbers. Have you ever noticed a sequence of numbers following you around? Maybe it's the same number appearing in your bank statement, license plate numbers, or the time on the clock. For example, seeing the number 1111 or 555 repeatedly. These aren't just random occurrences. Numerology teaches us that numbers have vibrations, each corresponding to specific meanings. For instance, 1111 is often seen as a symbol of alignment, a wake-up call from the universe signaling that you are on the right path. When you repeatedly encounter these numbers, it's not coincidence. It's a spiritual message. Your intuition is being activated, urging you to pay closer attention to what's happening around you. One person shared how they kept seeing the number 333 before they found out a secret that had been kept from them for years. In numerology, 333 represents divine protection and guidance, as if the universe was nudging them to pay attention to their intuition. When they finally discovered the hidden truth, they realized that the numbers had been guiding them to a powerful spiritual awakening. Other repeating numbers like 444 often indicate that angels or divine entities are near, providing support and offering reassurance. It's as if the universe is conspiring in your favor, helping you piece together the puzzle of what's been concealed. If you're noticing these numbers around the same time you've uncovered something significant, take a moment to acknowledge their presence. They're not there by chance. They are signals that your spiritual awareness is growing. Symbols, too, can speak volumes. Consider the symbolism found in feathers, animals, or even the colors you're drawn to. These symbols carry deeper meanings and often emerge during moments of transformation. Feathers, for example, are believed to represent angelic presence. Have you ever found a feather in an unexpected place? Maybe during a moment of doubt or frustration, you stumbled upon one. That feather is a reminder that you are not alone, that you are being supported by forces beyond the physical realm. A woman shared how she discovered a feather on her doorstep, just as she was about to make a major decision that could change her life. It came at the perfect time, reminding her that the angels were with her, supporting her as she navigated the tough choices ahead. This wasn't a coincidence. It was a confirmation that she was on the right track. Other symbols, like the sudden appearance of specific animals, can carry messages as well. For instance, seeing a butterfly may symbolize transformation and renewal. A raven could signal a deep, spiritual awakening or a shift in perception. And if you've been seeing an owl lately, it might be encouraging you to trust your intuition and see things clearly, just as you did with the truth you uncovered. Now, let's turn inward. Beyond the visible signs, there's a deep, intuitive knowing that surfaces during pivotal moments. If you've been feeling sudden surges of emotion, or moments where your heart races with clarity, it's because the energy around you is shifting. Perhaps you've had moments of heightened awareness, where you suddenly understand things you didn't before, or where emotions, such as anger or relief, come rushing forward as if to clear the space for your next step. This emotional shift is deeply connected to your spiritual growth. In fact, many people experience this when they are about to receive a profound revelation or when they're about to make a breakthrough in their life. These emotions, intense and often overwhelming, act as a catalyst, pushing you to confront the truth, no matter how difficult it may be. This emotional energy is often the universe's way of preparing you for what's coming next. Let's reflect for a moment. Have you had moments where you were overwhelmed with a feeling that something was off? Maybe it was a sense of unease when dealing with a person or a situation. This intuitive reaction wasn't just a random feeling. It was your deeper, spiritual self alerting you to something that didn't align with your truth. And when you found out the truth, those emotions made sense, didn't they? The universe was preparing you for the moment of realization, guiding you to act on your instincts. Dreams are another significant sign that often gets overlooked. But the unconscious mind doesn't speak in riddles for no reason. If you've been having vivid, symbolic dreams lately, pay attention. Your dreams are often a reflection of your subconscious, and they have a remarkable ability to reveal hidden truths. For example, dreaming of an old friend who suddenly reappears in your life may symbolize unresolved emotions or a hidden truth connected to that person. Dreams of water, particularly clean flowing rivers, often represent emotional clarity and a sense of cleansing. Have you dreamed about finding something or someone you've been looking for? It could signify that the truth is just beneath the surface, ready to be unearthed. A man shared how he kept dreaming of a locked door. The dreams were intense, and they happened every night for weeks. Finally, he decided to look deeper into the symbolism of locked doors, only to find out that someone close to him had been keeping secrets that were now coming to light. His dreams were an alert, a spiritual sign that there was something hidden from his view. His subconscious mind had been urging him to seek the truth. As we piece all of these signs together, numbers, symbols, emotions, and dreams, it becomes clear that these are not random occurrences. They are messages from your higher self, from the universe, guiding you to uncover the truth. This isn't just about one isolated event in your life. It's part of a larger spiritual awakening that's been unfolding for you. Everything you've experienced, every sign, every moment of intuition, every coincidence, has been leading you to this moment of revelation. It's as if the universe itself has conspired to help you see the truth, so you can move forward with clarity and confidence. Now, some may dismiss these signs as mere coincidences, but think about it. How many times has a seemingly small detail, like seeing a particular number or encountering a feather, led you to an epiphany? How many times have you felt a sudden shift in your energy or emotions that ultimately guided you toward the right decision? The truth is, when patterns persist, it's worth paying attention. The universe is always trying to communicate with us, but we must be open to receiving its messages. And as you've discovered, sometimes those messages aren't loud. They're subtle, hidden in the small things. If you've ignored these signs in the past, don't feel discouraged. This moment of awakening is the perfect opportunity to start paying attention to the energy around you and trust your inner guidance. When you start listening, the signs will become clearer, and your connection to the divine will grow stronger. Now that we've explored the signs, the symbols, and the powerful energies that have been guiding you, it's time to pause and reflect. This isn't just about the external forces at play. This is about you, your inner journey, and how you've reached this point of clarity. This is your story, and you are the one who has been attuned to these messages, whether you fully realized it or not. Have you ever had a moment where you just knew something? Perhaps it wasn't clear at first, but deep down, you had a gut feeling that something wasn't right or that something was about to change. This is your intuition at work, and it's one of your most powerful tools. Your intuition is often the first channel through which the universe speaks to you. When you look back at the moments leading up to the truth you discovered, how many of those moments were guided by your own inner knowing? Whether it was an unsettling feeling in your chest or a sudden realization that surfaced in your mind, your intuition was constantly speaking to you. And just like the divine signs that have been unfolding in your life, your intuition was also part of the divine plan, helping you navigate toward the truth. Reflect on this. How often have you ignored that inner voice only to later find out you were right all along? This experience is one of the many ways the universe aligns with your soul, urging you to trust yourself more. By cultivating a stronger connection with your intuition, you can. It's also important to remember that everything happens in divine timing. While it may feel like you've stumbled upon the truth by accident, the timing of your discovery is no accident. Every sign, every symbol, and every feeling you've had was all perfectly orchestrated to bring you here, to this very moment. Take a deep breath and reflect on the fact that you are where you are because you were meant to be. The universe, through its infinite wisdom, knew that now was the right time for you to uncover this truth. It wasn't rushed, it wasn't delayed. It was exactly as it needed to be. The path that has led you here is a testament to your growth, your journey, and your soul's readiness. Perhaps you've encountered setbacks, challenges, or doubts along the way. Yet, despite all of that, the truth was still revealed to you, at the exact moment you were prepared to receive it. This is divine timing at its finest. Trust that the universe has been working behind the scenes to set everything into motion just for you. As you reflect on the truth that has come to light, take time to acknowledge the emotional process you may have gone through. Discovering a hidden truth can be overwhelming, but it also brings an opportunity for profound healing. Whether it's healing from betrayal, misunderstanding, or simply gaining a deeper understanding of yourself, this process is a form of spiritual growth. Think about the emotions that surfaced when the truth was unveiled. Did you feel anger, relief, perhaps even a sense of freedom? Whatever you felt is perfectly valid. These emotions are part of your healing process, allowing you to release old energies and make room for new, brighter experiences. Healing often comes with reflection. Now is the time to ask yourself what you've learned from this experience. What can you take from this revelation that will help you grow stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true self? As you sit with this truth, allow it to empower you. Know that this moment isn't just a lesson. It's a gift, a stepping stone in your journey of personal growth. This is also an opportunity to engage more deeply with the divine presence within you. We often look to signs, symbols, and external messages to guide us, but the greatest guidance comes from within. Your own connection to the divine is the most powerful source of insight you have. Take a moment to reflect on your relationship with the divine, whether you call it God, the universe, angels, or your higher self. How can you strengthen that connection? How can you allow your divine guidance to lead you to even greater clarity and peace? This is not the end of your journey, but a new beginning, where your inner wisdom and divine connection will continue to guide you forward. Perhaps it's time to cultivate a regular practice, whether through prayer, meditation, or simply being more present in the moment, that allows you to stay attuned to the whispers of your soul. As we reflect together on this powerful revelation, I invite you to share your story. The truth you have uncovered is not just yours, it's part of a greater collective energy. Your experience may inspire others who are on their own spiritual journey, facing similar revelations or seeking answers to questions they've long wondered about. Consider how your story could help others understand the signs that have been guiding them, just as they've guided you. Sharing your truth is not only an act of bravery, but an act of service to others who may still be struggling to see the signs or make sense of their own divine revelations. So, take a moment and ask yourself, how will you share this newfound wisdom with the world? How can you inspire others to recognize their own inner guidance and the signs that are always around them? This is your chance to not only embrace your own awakening, but to help others along their path as well. As we continue this journey together, it's crucial to acknowledge the depth of emotions that often accompany such profound revelations. You've uncovered something important, and while it's empowering, it can also stir up a whirlwind of feelings. It's okay to feel the weight of it all. This is a part of your healing, your growth, and your transformation. It's natural to feel overwhelmed when the truth comes to light. Whether it's a shocking realization or a confirmation of what you suspected, your emotions are valid. You might be grappling with confusion, anger, sadness, or even a sense of betrayal. These emotions are part of the process, and they deserve to be acknowledged. Perhaps you're feeling torn between wanting to understand the truth fully and the discomfort that comes with this newfound knowledge. It's easy to get lost in the whirlwind of emotions that come with a revelation like this, but remember, it's a natural part of your healing journey. When you uncover hidden truths, it's not just about the information, it's about how that information resonates with your heart and soul. Allow yourself the space to sit with these emotions without judgment. There's no right or wrong way to feel right now. Feel what you need to feel. By allowing yourself to process these emotions, you open the door to healing and growth. Remember, it's okay not to have all the answers right away. Your feelings are valid, and you deserve time to absorb the impact of this moment. While acknowledging your emotions is important, it's equally crucial to allow yourself to move through them. You might find yourself in a storm of uncertainty and discomfort right now, but like any storm, this too shall pass. The clouds will part, and you will find clarity on the other side. You don't have to force yourself to let go of the emotions immediately. In fact, trying to suppress them might only make them linger longer. Instead, practice patience with yourself. The process of healing takes time. Know that even in the midst of emotional chaos, you are still moving forward. You're evolving. When you're ready, consider taking small steps to release the tension. You can do this by journaling about your feelings or talking to someone you trust. Expressing what you're going through can help you process and gain perspective. Meditation can also be an excellent tool to center yourself and bring peace amidst the storm. Breathe deeply, close your eyes, and visualize. As you sit with your emotions, remember that everything you are experiencing now is part of a greater transformation. This is not a setback. This is a moment of deep spiritual awakening. You've been handed the truth, and with that truth comes the opportunity for transformation. In many ways, this process mirrors the concept of a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. The cocoon represents the old version of yourself, while the process of breaking free from it is often uncomfortable, confusing, and difficult. Yet, once you've broken free, you transform into something far more beautiful, far more expansive than you were before. The truth that you've uncovered is like that moment of transformation. Yes, it may be uncomfortable at first. Yes, it may stir up emotions and bring up past wounds, but it is leading you to something better, something more aligned with your true purpose. The growth you're experiencing right now is part of your soul's evolution. Embrace it. Take a moment now to reflect on the changes you're going through. Sit quietly with your eyes closed and take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment, and as you exhale, imagine releasing any negativity, fear, or doubt that has been weighing you down. Picture these emotions leaving your body like smoke, dissipating into the air. Now, focus on the space that these emotions once occupied. What do you want to fill it with? Peace, clarity, love. Whatever it is, visualize it entering your heart and mind, creating a beautiful light within you. Imagine this light expanding, healing the emotional wounds, and empowering you to move forward with strength and confidence. You may also want to reflect on the last time you felt pulled toward something, a decision, an opportunity, a person. Think about how it shaped your next steps. Perhaps it was an intuitive nudge, a whisper from your higher self, guiding you toward what was meant for you. Consider how this truth is part of that larger picture. The universe is always guiding you, even when you can't see the whole path ahead. Trust that every step, no matter how uncertain, is leading you toward your highest good. In this moment of emotional exploration, I want to reassure you, your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. Every emotion you're experiencing right now is valid, and it's all a part of your growth. Don't rush the healing process. Take the time you need to integrate this truth into your life. The road ahead may seem unclear at times, but know that you are exactly where you need to be. The universe is never far from you, and divine support is always available. Trust that the path you're walking will lead to peace, clarity, and a greater understanding of yourself. Through this process, you're becoming stronger, wiser, and more attuned to your own inner guidance. So, take a moment to thank yourself for showing up, for being open, for embracing the truth, no matter how difficult. This is a moment of profound courage, and it will lead to an even more powerful version of yourself. Now that you've allowed yourself to sit with the emotions, reflect on the deeper truths, and process the whirlwind of realizations, it's time to move into the next phase of your journey, taking practical steps toward integrating these insights into your life. This section will provide you with actionable techniques to decode the signs you've encountered and begin a path of self-discovery that aligns with your highest purpose. The signs that the universe has presented to you are not random. They are messages guiding you toward your true path. But how do you begin to decode these signs? The first step is observation. The universe communicates in a subtle language that often requires your full attention. Pay close attention to the patterns that emerge in your life. Start by journaling about the experiences, symbols, or even feelings that seem to repeat themselves. Perhaps you keep seeing certain numbers, hearing certain phrases, or encountering familiar symbols like feathers, butterflies, or animals. Write them down as soon as they appear. Keeping a log will help you see patterns over time and begin to understand their meaning. If you're struggling to make sense of the signs, try to meditate with the intention of gaining clarity. Meditation is an excellent way to tap into your intuition. As you sit quietly, allow your mind to settle and breathe deeply. Ask the universe for guidance. Be open to the messages that might come through. You may experience flashes of insight or even feel a deep sense of knowing during this practice. These feelings are not by accident. Trust what comes up. You can also practice mindful listening. Pay attention to the words that others speak around you, whether it's in conversation, songs, or even in something you read. Sometimes, the guidance you seek is hidden in plain sight, and others may be the channels through which you hear what you need to know. One of the most powerful ways to align yourself with the guidance the universe is offering is by using affirmations. These are positive statements that help to reprogram your subconscious mind and open you up to receiving more clarity. Repeating affirmations can help you trust in the process and stay aligned with your higher purpose. Here are a few affirmations to help you on your journey. I am open to receiving divine messages. I trust my intuition and guidance from the universe. I am in alignment with my highest good. Every step I take brings me closer to my true purpose. I trust the timing of my life. Repeat these affirmations daily, especially when you feel uncertainty creeping in. Feel the power of these words as you say them aloud. Allow them to anchor you in the present moment and remind you that the universe is always guiding you, even when you can't see the whole path ahead. Self-discovery doesn't happen in a vacuum. It requires consistent reflection and action. In addition to journaling and affirmations, consider creating a regular reflection practice. This could be a daily or weekly ritual where you sit with yourself in quiet solitude, either through meditation or journaling, and reflect on the signs and insights you've encountered. Ask yourself questions like, what lessons have I learned this week? What signs have I received, and how do they align with my current life path? Where do I feel the most at peace in my life, and how can I expand that? What is holding me back, and how can I release it? These reflective questions can be powerful tools in your journey of self-discovery. They allow you to gain deeper clarity about where you are now, where you've been, and where you want to go. The more you engage in self-reflection, the more you'll understand yourself and your place in the larger picture of the universe. Another useful tool is visioning. Set aside time to visualize the person you want to become. What does your ideal life look like? What do you want to manifest? Visualization is a powerful practice because it taps into the law of attraction. By vividly imagining your desired future, you begin to draw it toward you. You align your energy with your goals, and the universe responds by presenting opportunities that align with your sixth gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for self-discovery and alignment. When you are grateful, you open yourself to receiving more. Abundance and guidance. Even in times of difficulty, gratitude can shift your perspective and help you see the bigger picture. Start by making gratitude a daily practice. Each morning or evening, write down at least 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be monumental things. Sometimes it's the smallest moments that carry the most significance. Gratitude helps you stay grounded and connected to the present moment, and it strengthens your awareness of the signs around you. For example, you might be grateful for the morning sunshine or a conversation that made you smile. Gratitude shifts your energy toward positivity, making you more open to the signs and messages that the universe is sending your way. When you shift your focus to gratitude, you begin to see that everything, even challenges, is part of a larger, divine plan. The path to self-discovery is not without its hurdles. One of the biggest obstacles you may encounter is your own limiting beliefs. These beliefs can hold you back from truly embracing your power and potential. It's important to examine the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of. Take time to identify any limiting beliefs that may be standing in your way. For example, you might believe that you're not deserving of success or that you'll never be able to achieve your dreams. Once you identify these beliefs, you can work to release them by challenging their validity. Are these beliefs truly yours, or are they the result of external conditioning? To release limiting beliefs, you can use the affirmations mentioned earlier, or you can also practice visualization, where you imagine yourself breaking free from these old beliefs. Picture yourself stepping into your true potential, feeling confident, worthy, and empowered. The more you visualize your success and release limiting thoughts, the easier it becomes to align with the abundant possibilities that lie ahead. As you continue to decode the signs and embark on the journey of self-discovery, the next step is integrating the wisdom you've gained into your everyday life. This section will guide you through the process of bringing all your insights, healing, and revelations into harmony with your spiritual growth. Integration is the process of merging all the insights, changes, and guidance you've received from the universe into a unified approach to living. The signs and messages you've encountered are not just meant to be understood in isolation. They are meant to be woven into the fabric of your daily existence. At this stage, it's essential to be patient with yourself. Just as it takes time for seeds to grow into trees, so too does it take time for your newfound wisdom to fully integrate into your being. You might find yourself experiencing moments of clarity, followed by periods of confusion or uncertainty. This is normal, and it's a part of the process. Don't rush it. Start by creating space for the insights you've received. Whether it's through journaling, meditation, or quiet reflection, dedicate time to connect with your inner self. Ask, how can I align my actions with the wisdom I've gained? The more you pause and reflect, the more naturally these insights will begin to shape your decisions. You may notice shifts in your relationships, your career, or your personal life. These shifts are signs of the integration process at work. When you align with your higher self, you create a ripple effect that impacts all areas of your life, whether subtle or profound. As you integrate these lessons and experiences, deepening your spiritual connection is crucial. The universe is always speaking to you, and your spiritual practices will allow you to continue receiving guidance on your journey. If you haven't already, consider developing or expanding a spiritual practice that resonates with you. This could be prayer, meditation, reading spiritual texts, or spending time in nature. Your spiritual practice acts as a grounding tool, helping you stay connected to the divine wisdom that is always available to you. The more time you dedicate to strengthening this connection, the more clarity and peace you will experience. Spiritual insight often comes in the form of inner knowing. You may find yourself receiving guidance in moments of stillness, or through subtle nudges and synchronicities in your everyday life. Trust these moments. Your higher self and the universe are speaking directly to you, offering you insight and direction. One of the most challenging yet profound aspects of spiritual growth is the act of surrender. This doesn't mean giving up or relinquishing your power. Rather, it's about releasing control and trusting that the universe has a greater plan for you than you can currently comprehend. The practice of surrender allows you to let go of resistance and step into a state of flow. When you release the need to control every aspect of your life, you open yourself up to divine guidance and support. Trust that what is meant for you will find its way to you, even if it doesn't look exactly how you envisioned it. Surrendering doesn't mean that you passively wait for things to happen. It's an active practice of trusting that the universe is always guiding you, and that your path will unfold in the perfect way and at the perfect time. Embrace the unknown with an open heart and mind. Trust that every experience, good or challenging, is a part of your growth. As you move forward on your spiritual path, surround yourself with people who uplift and support your journey. A spiritual community can be invaluable in providing encouragement, shared wisdom, and accountability. Whether it's through friends, family, or a more formal group, having a support network will help you stay aligned with your goals and purpose. Seek out those who share similar values or are also on a spiritual journey. Engage in meaningful conversations, participate in group meditations, or simply be there for one another. This sense of community helps you feel seen and supported, reminding you that you are never alone on this path. Remember, your journey is unique, but it doesn't mean you have to walk it alone. By connecting with others who are on a similar path, you can exchange experiences, gain insights, and encourage one another to continue growing. Finally, trust that everything unfolds according to divine timing. The universe has a way of orchestrating events and encounters in ways that we may not fully understand, but that are always for our highest good. The signs you've received are part of a larger, divine plan that's always in motion. In times of uncertainty or impatience, remind yourself that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Trust the timing of your life, and know that what you need will come to you at the perfect moment. This trust is an essential part of spiritual growth, and it will allow you to experience peace and serenity as you move forward. As we approach the end of this journey, take a moment to reflect on all the insights, revelations, and guidance you've received. The signs, the synchronicities, the subtle messages from the universe, they have all been leading you to this moment. You've been awakened to a deeper understanding of yourself, your path, and the divine forces guiding your every step. Remember, you are a powerful being, capable of shaping your reality. The universe doesn't give us signs just to be ignored. It offers them to help us evolve, to remind us that we are not alone, and that there is always a greater plan unfolding, even in moments of confusion. Every step you take, no matter how uncertain or small it may seem, is part of the divine journey meant for your highest good. By embracing the signs and messages, you've shown a commitment to self-awareness, growth, and alignment with your higher purpose. This is a powerful and courageous act. You are creating a life that reflects your deepest desires and soul's purpose. The universe speaks to those who listen, and you've shown that you are listening. Continue to stay open, remain patient, and trust in the guidance that surrounds you. The best is yet to come. As you continue forward, take these messages with you. You are divinely supported, and every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. The signs you've received are not random. They are divine whispers meant to nudge you toward the life you are meant to lead. Trust that the path unfolding before you is aligned with your soul's mission. If you ever feel lost or uncertain, remember this. The universe has a plan for you, and you are right where you need to be. You are more powerful and capable than you might realize. Trust your intuition, listen to your inner voice, and know that everything you've experienced up until now has prepared you for what's coming next. This journey is yours and yours alone, but you are never alone. The support from the divine and your spiritual guides is always with you. If this message has resonated with you, I invite you to share it with someone who may need it. The guidance we've discussed today is not just for you. It's for anyone who may be struggling to understand the signs, the messages, and the deeper meanings of their lives. You have the power to help others discover their own path to peace and clarity. Take a moment now to reflect on your own life. What signs have you been receiving? How can you integrate the messages you've learned into your daily routine? And most importantly, how can you stay open to the divine guidance that is waiting for you? I encourage you to share your thoughts, your experiences, and your stories in the comments below. Your words might be the comfort someone else needs, or the spark that ignites their own spiritual awakening. Together, let's continue spreading positivity, love, and spiritual insight to others. The more we share, the more we grow, both individually and collectively. Let's be the beacon of light in someone else's life. You are part of something greater than yourself. The universe is guiding you with every step, and you are exactly where you need to be. Trust the signs, trust the journey, and trust yourself. Keep your heart open, your mind clear, and know that the path ahead is filled with endless possibilities. Remember, the universe is always speaking to you. Keep listening.